I think I just came up with the most wildest social experiments I'm gonna try out. So, anyways, right? Reapers have basically a couple of moves like double shear, death spiral, and whipsaw, and all these moves is pretty much is trash. The only thing it's good for is power link, grim strike, giving it 6 stacks, increased damage by 120%, making it hit a hell lot harder. And Shuriken Strike is only good when you basically power link Shuriken Strike off of freaking Grim Strike. But what if I completely removed the Grim Strike to make it to where I'm supposed to be doing other stuff? Reapers is top number 1 DPS. Not only that, we could spam Grim Strike infinitely, which every single time when I do it, I hit like 400 mil with it no matter what. Then you have Shadow Burst. Then you have Shadow Burst that comes back every 9 seconds, and you could basically smack a build with it, including Retribution as well. Retribution also hits freaking 1 billion. That's the reason why Reapers is top number 1 DPS. You have 2 moves that smack for 1 billion, and then when you wait for those moves to come back, then you just spam basically Grim Strike. If you want me to tell you the odds of what type of damage these things does, Shuriken Strike does about 400 mil. Grim Strike does about at least 300 mil out of 400 mil for me. Death Spiral barely does anything. Whipsaw doesn't really do anything. Dark Bonnet does about, I'm gonna have to say probably 300 mil or 500 mil, but due to Grim Strike can easily out DPS it, I barely don't even think our Apex skill doesn't barely do nothing. Let me give you guys an example. Alright, so before I go into a dungeon not using Grimstrike, let me show you how much Reapers need Grimstrike real quick. Do you see what I just did? Do you see what I just basically did? That's how badly, right? I'm only doing this in a normal dungeon because trying to goof off in a high dungeon. I don't think that's unacceptable. But in a low dungeon, it's like yeah, it's gonna be kind of hilarious. Everyone expect me to kill it fast, but it's not really gonna happen. But yeah, you're literally using all your moves to make this one move basically kind of overpowered. But before Reapers had pretty much gotten a buff, they wasn't even top 5 DPS. They was not top 5 DPS before Shadow Burst and Retribution became like a busted skill. It's kind of impossible to beat top 5 DPS when you're just spamming that one skill. But even so, without Shadow Burst and Retribution, Punk is about to carry the living hell out of me at this point. I ain't gonna do nothing. But anyways, right? As I was pretty much saying, before Retribution and Shadowburst got in the buff, they was not top 5 DPS. But they could somewhat hold their ground. Basically, the buff they basically gotten is just pretty much icing on the cake. Alright. So I think I'm going to do a before and pretty much after. I'm gonna do a Grim Strike first, and then I'm gonna do no Grim Strike. Pandu is kind of gonna ruin the social experiment because he hits kind of hard in his burst. He doesn't out DPS me outside the burst, but I'm gonna show you before and after though. Okay, yeah, freaking. This is gonna be tough. Alright. Now. Now I'm not gonna use now I'm not gonna use. Alright, let's do this. Go. Hurry up. Oh. Hold on, damn it. This. Oh. I can't. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do, bro. I feel like a fucking idiot. I just never thought of a rotation if Grimstrike was to get every move. I should make Aki do it. That time, Pandu basically, Broach was up. Broach was up, and you know, pretty much everything. That's instant KO. So for the Shadow Reap, whatchamacallit, I went with Death Spiral, Double Shear, into a Shuriken Strike. I was most likely, I wanted to. Yeah, I'm gonna do it as well. They killed it way too fast. Hey. One more time. Pandu's Unleash should come back the same time my Bondage Type comes back. So all we're gonna have is whatchamacallit. If Kel could basically hurry up. No, he's here. Mine, hurry up before, come on, go, damn it. Go. Alright, so, to be honest with you, that is, man. Let's just say Reaper wouldn't even exist if Grimstrike was never a thing. That's all I'm gonna freaking say. Like, my cooldowns does not support, like, you doing something stupid. Reaper with Grimstrike? That's crazy. I'm gonna make Aki do it.